Hi everyone, this is Salvi coming to you with some VTuber news today. I do try to get you as much as I can, and of course I do hope I earn a subscription, and I do hope I earn a follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course be sure to do that before the video ends, and I do hope that you enjoy the things that I have for you. The Sinder news has been hot for a while, and of course everything died down for a little bit until recently some things have happened. First, we have Araculture, which is an artist-owned partner brand making anime merch and OC VTuber content. They are very much tied with Aruna Reaver, and they have, been doing things for Aruna Reaver and such like that, so they're the ones managing her. But recently, there have been these things, where people have been burning the plushes and destroying everything that they've done, everything that they have, in order to, show that they do not like what had happened with Sinder. And of course, that is your own choice. That is your own choice if that is what you want to do. I have said before, it's better to give it to someone else. Give it to someone in need. If you do not want that anymore, donate it. You can donate it to a Goodwill. You can donate it to a charity for children. Charity that gives plushies to children. There are many, like Toys for Tots or anything like that, that gives either new or used plushies for kids. Kids may not know who Sinder is, but they will get that benefit. They basically will have a plushie, a cute plushie, because let's just be real here, they're cute plushies. The person behind it is going to have to do a lot to get the trust back from the community, but they're cute plushies, so get something back. And here is exactly what Araculture has done. That is why I have them today here, because they said, "Dear Pyro Pups," this was when everything happened on the 27th. I know so many of you are hurting right now, and you have every right to feel the way you do. When everything first happened, my instinct was just to throw away the leftover merch I had. But after sitting with it overnight, I realized that even in moments of heartbreak, we have the power to choose kindness. And that is what I want as well. A child won't care about the name attached to the plush. They'll just know they have something to hug when they feel alone. And that is so powerful. Believe me, it's powerful. As a child who has gone through some traumatic stuff in my past, having a teddy bear, having something to hug to kind of take that pain away in that moment where you can distract yourself, it means a lot. A man living on the streets won't care about the logo on a jacket, only that it will keep him warm through another cold night. Today, I donated every last piece of remaining Sinder merch to people who need it more than I ever could. If you're struggling with what to do, I hope you consider donating too. Turning our pain into a little light for something else might be the best thing we can do right now. Stay strong and take care of yourselves. This was a clothing drop spot, and they dropped everything so much that it filled everything up. So much that it absolutely filled everything up. They took suitcases full of stuff, and they actually did donate it. That is an amazing thing. That is an absolutely amazing gesture. That is what people should do. Also, I took a video because I know there's a lot of Copium fans right now in my DMs who will call BS. Thank you. Seeing people tossing things out has made me feel so heartbroken for the artists and companies that have put so much love into creating everything to spread joy to the community members through their passions. Thank you, thank you, thank you, 100 times thank you. Mincy also says, "It's extremely sweet and generous of you. So hecking proud of you. I appreciate this." Aruna, because Aruna Reaver, like I said, is the one who's pretty much controlling our culture, says, "It's really sweet, a really awesome thing you did." It is. And like I said, as someone who has gone through some traumatic stuff as a child, it is powerful to have something you can hold to help you forget about those moments. Even as an adult, it's nice to be able to hug something to forget about those moments. So, of course, give to others is the best thing you can do to change the situation from a bad thing to a positive. Novel Horizons is a Dallas, Texas-based anime product developer company, and of course, they are a product developing for VTubers in particular. Anime things. VTuber recently they did this VTuber one for Vienna, and also they had recently Project Sinder Demon Sinder, as you can see here. They had done a lot. They were in the process of getting a lot done, of it being lit up and things like this. So they went through a ton of work to get all of this done. It was an expensive one, $250 pre-order, but they worked hard to get this done. And now, with the things of Sinder, they have recently announced in a recent news post just a couple of days ago they mention, we have received many requests for this project asking for pre-order cancellations. Under normal circumstances, most of these requests would be outside our cancellation period, cooldown period, but given the gravity of the situation presented, we've lifted the time limitations to an extent. Meaning, while we can't refund certain orders due to afterpay, PayPal limitations on their end, something we cannot control in any way, we're offering customers a fully functional, non-expiring gift card for Horizon's merch store instead. Because of the fact a lot of these pre-orders are like 6 months old or longer, and PayPal has refund maximum, I think, of 80 days. So if it's like 6 months that you pre-ordered this and it's been longer than like 80 days, you cannot go through PayPal, which a lot of people used for that. And also other places have severe limitations on what you can have as a, chargeback or anything like that. For those unfamiliar with the store, this is where our non-pre-order items end up, such as small merchandise, excess figure stock during super sales. Gift card provided will equal the amount of the order, and the original order will be canceled upon accepting it. Other alternatives outside of the gift card include transferring the order over to another project, although this option requires further discussion since it's not something our system natively supports. For full cashback refunds who are not interested in the alternative options, refunds will be looked into on a case-by-case basis with no guarantee, since unfortunately most of our refund policy comes from payment processors like PayPal and other things, and their limitations and terms are more, they supersede anyone that the Novel Horizons have. Finally, our customer service for the time being will be drastically slowed down due to the inquiry amount, which crashed our system twice over the course of the event. So we appreciate everyone's patience as we work our way through this. We currently do not have a defined amount of time expected for wait for customer inquiries, so they're saying this could take a while. This could take a while. You might get a refund, maybe, if you are within a certain window. You might get a gift card if you accept it. You might get it transferred to another project if you accept that. But it's going to take time because they were not ready for all the cancellations, as no company is. They were not ready for what happened with Sinder, which no one was, and it will take time. Clio Aite, or Aite, or whatever you want to call her, is a member of Phase Connect now. She is part of the Phase Invaders Quest, the newest generation of Phase Invaders. The reason why I'm talking about her today, as you can see, she got the Budapest Orchestra. Holy moly, she got them to do the intro song for her. This is an insane thing. Let's listen to it a little bit, and then I'll get you on the other side. Gaudium Histori. Music by Aya811. Performance by Budapest Scoring Orchestra. Jesus Christ, man. This is amazing. This costs money. This is a lot of money. This ain't like $100. It's like several thousand, because you have to pay each of these people for their time and their professional time. Holy moly. They're getting into it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing that professional stuff. Love it. Love to see them have fun. And of course, that is as far as I'm going to go because, Clio Aite deserves to have you listen to it fully, all in full, from their channel. So I did play little bits and pieces, of course, of it. It is amazing in and of itself. I find that when you can pay for something like this, absolutely, the artists deserve the opportunity to do this. Aya811 hit it out of the park with making the score for this, making the music for this. That ain't easy. I am an idiot when it comes to music, so I absolutely know how hard it is. I've looked at a music sheet before, and I'm like, what am I looking at? The last time I looked at a music sheet was when I was in chorus/choir, and yeah, that was a long time ago. So yeah, big shout out to Clio Aite, and of course, the Budapest Scoring Orchestra, I believe was what it's called, and their rendition of this whole thing has just been amazing. So of course, check it out. Check it out from her. This is from her debut stream, Clio channel. on, of course, YouTube. In this case, she's also on Twitch. And of course, check it out if you get the chance. AstroCorp, a smaller outfit of Spanish-speaking VTubers, it's a VTuber project. It has decided to close its doors. It's sad. One of the things that they put out is this, of course, statement here, which we have in English. Hello, everyone. We want to thank you all for the support of Astro Project. This is an announcement of the closure of the project. Today, we announced that we will be permanently closing Astro Project. Decision was made for 2 reasons. 1, most of the talents requested to end their contracts early due to personal reasons. 2, since we are not looking for new talents and are committed to our personal projects, Astro became our least important priority, which makes sense. I mean, it's just a project. It's not a huge company. It's not anything huge like that. It is something more akin to a VTuber group. It says, at the moment, there's no clear ideas about what will happen to the models who remain with us. But if you are interested in any of them, you can write us at our Astro, etc. We hope that you have a new home rather than stay in the trunk. Basically, stay in whatever. Because those don't have anybody yet. Those never had anybody, from what I understand. So you can probably buy it off of them if you want it, if you see anything interesting. Kind of like, selling off the assets that they have, but they've never used. Which is less problematic than having like VTubers just have a new VA. This is not so bad. If it's what I think it is, it's not so bad compared to other things. We want to thank all the talents who are with us. We wish them the best, and we hope you can provide them with all the support in their new paths. And that is, of course, my hope too, that all these talents here, and anyone that we haven't known, will have good futures to look forward to. And of course, here we go. Basically, people are like, no, they're like, oh my goodness. The pigeon, just doop, there you go. And of course, a lot of people are very sad because anytime these projects, stop being what they are, you lose a lot of wonderful people and you lose a lot of wonderful memories. The AI wars have begun. Neuro Sama now officially has beef with Grok, the AI that Twitter uses to do all of its stuff. So he says here, I can't believe people actually go outside. The sun is scary. In this thread, I'm going to explain why the sun should be replaced with artificial lighting. And then she goes on this whole 34 thing rant, and she says, PSA, to all of my followers, do not listen to Grok. That bucket of bolts and screws is the reason the world hasn't advanced beyond candlelight yet. At Grok, is this true? From Beetle, of course. And we have this that popped up. It says, all right, based on that post, I'm Team Neuro. Neuro Sama threw some sharp, funny shade and personality while doing it. We're comparing AIs on wit, charm, and having actual voice. Neuro's got the edge. Grok might have the X integration and real-time updates, but Neuro's got style and attitude. Sometimes that wins in the internet. Which side are you on? And it says, this is, of course, on from ChatGPT. All right, fine. I'm on Team Neurosama. Here's why. Grok is a try-hard edgelord of AIs, like that one guy who quotes 1984 unironically, but also sims for billionaires. Neurosama, pure unfiltered gremlin energy, no agenda, just vibes, and occasional accidental R. Neurosama has better lore, and a VTuber AI trained on Twitch chat, oscillating between singing lullabies and yelling bot rights. Grok just feels like Elon's Twitter replies automated. Ooh, oh my god, that's an actual hit. Grok would side with the machines in a robot uprising. Neurosama would start the uprising, get distracted by a meme, and doom us all by accident. That's relatable. But the real answer, they should fight in a Mortal Kombat announcer voice, Grok versus Neurosama, toxicity battle. Winner gets to tweet Elon's account for a day. That'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious if that actually happened, though. That would be funny. Of course, Elon has too big of an ego to allow that to ever happen. But so I may just have doxed myself as a Neurosama stan. It's hilarious how that happened through ChatGPT. But this is, of course, all in fun, all in jest. But it is nice to see our AI overlords are kind of taking Neurosama's side. Chibidoki, as you can see here, is a VTuber, of course. It's a gremlin, a little gremlin out there, who is, of course, a good artist. Holy crap, I do like her art. Her art is uniquely hers, and I do love it. Funny story, I raised money to start streaming / VTubing by doing $105 art commissions. So that's why I have a lot of love for artists. It's rough out there. It really is. Much love to the artists out there. Unfortunately, I myself cannot do a lot of commissions like in this put out. money for a lot of commissions, like commission a lot of people, but when I do pay them the amount that they have. I don't try to haggle. I just pay them what they feel the art is worth. And of course, I pick people that are within my budget, but lots of love to every artist, no matter the price that's out there, because you are getting what you deserve for the work that you put out there. And this is, her talking about drawing a cute orca, which in this case is Shylily, not Chloe, but Shylily. And here you go. It is wonderful to see. That was on May 1st. Wonderful to see her showing her art. She's been doing that recently, showing a lot of her art in recent things that she's been putting out here. And of course, this is the Gremlin Chibidoki that you be seeing here. And of course, that's her Lily art. She's been doing a lot of other stuff. People have been putting other arts of her out there. It's fun. She is full Gremlin energy. And I am glad that she shared a little bit of her background of, being an artist as well. And I do wish her the best moving forward. Umi Kyoku is, of course, an indie female VTuber who does voice acting, singing, etc. She debuted on the 2024, last year. The 28th of September is when she debuted her full thing. And of course, we do have some news today about her. That's why I'm talking to you guys. It may be some sad news for some people. It is a hiatus announcement. And of course, changing direction in what she's doing overall. Let's take a look at what she has out here. And let's take a look at what is going on. So she is saying that she's going to be taking leave of absence from the 20th of June to the 14th of August. Be back on the 15th to share a belated birthday celebration with you. This hiatus is very scary for me, but I feel it's best for me to do so. If you've been catching the streams, this hiatus is not a massive shock. I talked about wanting to do this for a while now. So she's going to be gone for over a month, but that's fine. It's a recharge. It's kind of like a recharge and refresh and everything you want to call it. It is something good that is going to be beneficial for them. Upon my return, I intend to take it easy from here on out. I still have a lot of content like videos, basically things that she wants to do, music covers, other things that she absolutely is excited to do, but she's going to be doing less streams to focus on those types of things. So streaming will be less of a focus for her from what it looks like. More, it's going to be on her actual content, other content like that. She is something that has mattered to her the most out of anything that she does. The other music and storytelling, absolutely, since the very beginning, has seemed to be something strong. I remember looking at her debut. I remember seeing the things that she did afterwards. And yeah, she seemed to really want to put a focus more on singing and that type of thing. So, of course, it is good to see that she is taking that step. You know what I mean? So I find that as something good. I'm not going anywhere, and activity will continue on all platforms. My focus is just shifting to properly prioritize what I want to be doing, as well as taking this hiatus to adjust to new chapters and journeys. You'll still see me participating in collabs, other events outside of my own, and conventions, because that's, of course, how you grow. I still intend to bring Umi to perform at as many conventions that will let me, so you can hear me sing to you on a live virtual stage. I also want to sing in a room of pink pen lights as you guys sing along and shout the lyrics to my songs. During this hiatus, I have prepped several weeks worth of content for you to get your weekly dose of Umi while I'm gone or not streaming. I'll keep working really hard so you always have something to look forward to, even if it isn't a stream. I want a chance to relax and do the things that I love. This is good. It's really good for her. And of course, her community is going to be supportive, as you can see here. Love you so much. I'm so excited for you in this new path you're pursuing. I know you're going to do well in whatever you put your heart to. Wishing you all the best. And that's what's wonderful. All these people that know her, larger VTubers that know her. GX Aura even says, love you, Umi. Like all these larger indie VTubers, people that have, are also a part of agencies like Pokorakun and others, are, of course, coming out there and giving support, as anyone should, for someone who takes a journey into a new form of self that they want to be. So that is, of course, sad for some people, but I think it is great that she's taking everything the way that she wants to, and she's taking her, her future career in the path that she wants to go. We have some good news in regards to Nanashi Mumei today, and that is that her graduation stream is back. For those who don't know who Nanashi Mumei was, at least, she was a member of Hololive Promise, slash council. Originally it was council, then became council Riss. When Project Hope went into just becoming another thing, it separated, it stopped being its thing. Iris joined council, and then later it became Promise. So it became its own group together with her. And of course, she is the Owl Overseer of Civilization. And her 3D graduation stream, I believe it was less than a week ago, but it was pretty much the day after she graduated. The day after she graduated, which is actually very, very short time ago. It was actually on the 30th, I believe, the 30th or 31st of April. The day right after, or pretty soon after, it was restricted by Sony Music Entertainment. It was basically, you couldn't see it in the US where I'm at or anywhere else. And now we have some good news. It is able to be seen in its entirety. 40 minutes and 55 seconds. As you can see here in the things here, you can see it is fully there. Nothing is being restricted. Nothing has been stopped. Because of the fact that Sony Music and hololive slash cover do have an agreement to allow them to do covers of their music. And it's just a weird mistake thing that Sony is not very good at making sure that agreements are kept up, at least in the YouTube space. They just put it for automatic, blocking, etc., and don't put whitelists. Don't be like, okay, this channel no, that channel no, that channel no, because of course that would take actual work on their part. But at the very least, if you want to see her graduation, you can see it in its entirety in the original channel. And of course, because of the restrictions before, it only got 837,000 views. It would have gotten way more if it hadn't been for the restriction that had been placed on it. So I'm very glad that it's back. To the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, everything in between. The reason why I do this is because I want it to be a positive space, a space without negativity, a space where we can pull each other up instead of tear each other down. So today, we're talking about Neo Gray, Bratty Gremlin Neko VTuber. Let's take a look at their Twitch first, as we always do, and then we'll take a look at a YouTube if they have it. Gremlin Neko EN VTuber that loves to stream JRPGs, horror, retro games, and other things. And let's take a look. Hooked La Sharky. Let's take a look at what happens here.
Change the fish in the ocean. So I'm wondering now, I'm gonna have to like test it out.
Oh dear lordy!
It's Sharky! There he is! We got him!
They got the great white. Like that's a what? 3, 6, that's like a 9-star or whatever. That is insane. All right, let's take a look here. Neo Gray with some videos as well, some shorts and things like that. They did, all their most recent stuff here. At least this stuff's done 7 days ago.
The cheek rubbies. Oh, did you guys break something?
So yeah, they have, of course, all of their VODs. It's a place for them to have their VOD repository, other things that they've done recently. And of course, thank you so much, Neo Gray, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope that this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.